why was there such a hesitancy from broadcasters to even embrace what the future was? We saw with newspapers, they disappeared pretty quick. Radio was even quicker. TV is, we all know broadcasting and video is difficult. And there was a long time for broadcasters to get it right, but instead they sat back. Why do you think that was?
Yeah, I think they had a proven business model that they wanted to keep working, and then they didn't want to cannibalize audiences. So, everyone watched TV. Everyone needs to watch The Tonight Show every night. And I think to an extent they were right because you have shows, maybe breaking 1 million viewers now, and that used to be 25 million. So they had probably a valid fear that it was going to segment people and get people away from their core product. So I think just from your bottom line viewers, I think that was probably a big concern.
Eric, do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, cannibalization was the exact word that I was going to use, and but also in very kind of a short, narrow way of thinking about it, because new media like FAST, which I'm sure we're going to spend a lot of time talking about today, is not necessarily a substitute for an existing media. It can be additive to it depending on how you treat it, right? So, like for example, I can use, if I'm a content owner, I can use the ad inventory on my FAST channel to promote my over the air offerings or my other SVOD or OTT offerings. It's not that, and the content can be different. It can be older content. It can be for more of a fanatic, because a channel is going to be more targeted because it's a 24/7 subject matter channel. It's going to be more targeted to a more rabid audience. And so I think that while on the one hand Ben's exactly right about the hesitancy, I also think that it's kind of unfortunate that it unfolded that way, as so many forms of new media do, because it really could have been complementary, and the content owners could have gotten ahead of it more quickly.
The technologies existed for quite some time to do this stuff kind of at scale, right? So it's really like taking kind of what Ben was kind of referring to earlier, the kind of old business model, and trying to figure out how to financially bridge the gap into the streaming world, where a lot of the advertisers aren't really comfortable in streaming because, over the years, that's not where the audience has been. It's been kind of on the traditional linear kind of platforms and stuff. But as things have been transitioning, obviously the pandemic accelerated a lot of that type of stuff. But the new thinking is the digital linear networks of the future is where linear is going from today. So you're seeing a lot of shift, I think, in the market, where streaming is really a first-class citizen these days, and it will continue to evolve because of the way the proliferation of content is out there across. We kind of discussed it pre-panel with kind of all the plus apps, right? Everybody's building their own little, brick and mortar digital store environment for all of their content to live. And I think that investment's going to continue, and it's going to continue to kind of chip away at the traditional linear.